Yo, what is going on, my brothers from other mothers? Today I have an interesting update. It's actually really good news for everybody that's been waiting for me to finish this build, and along with a couple other things I want to talk about. So let's go ahead and dive right in.
What we do here is go back.
All right, you guys, so first I'm going to start off with I was able to run into some money that I could supply the build with, and I was able to purchase some parts, primarily the stuff to get the transmission going. So I got the conductor plate, I got an upgrade kit for the valve body so that it shifts better, a couple of other things. I didn't get a seal kit for it because it's possible I'm just going to explode that transmission the moment that I do my first burnout. But hopefully not. Hopefully not. And if worse comes to worse, I can sell the valve body off, you know, the rebuilt valve body, and make a couple bucks off that so that I can, you know, afford the manual trans once I blow up this transmission. If I blow up this transmission. Hopefully not. I'm hoping not. So yeah, along with... So I didn't just get the transmission stuff. I also got some various parts. Had to get a new water pump. As I was going through cleaning all the parts that were laying out on my table the last time you guys saw, I have all of them cleaned back over here behind the camera. We're going to take a look at them here in a minute. I found the water pump. It was really kind of hard to turn, the pulley, the shaft, and when I wiggled it, there was a little bit of play. And it's hard to say if it's going bad, but it has the Mercedes logos and stuff on it, so I assume that it's original to the motor. So I'm just gonna replace it. I wanna say it was like 80 bucks, 100 bucks after tax, something like that. So I just went ahead and replaced it. That's gonna be here soon. Everything else I think was okay. For the intake manifold, where it goes from the aluminum up to the plastic runners that go into each cylinder, those hoses, the tubes, there's two tubes, they're sitting over here. I don't know if the camera can pick them up. Those I'm replacing because they're all cracked and falling apart inside of there. Really not too many parts that have to be replaced, to be honest. Everything is pretty clean and okay, and I've done, you know, work on this engine the entire time that I've had it, so it's not like there was a whole bunch of stuff just falling apart. Seals and, you know, hoses and things like that, it's all getting replaced. A lot of the vacuum system is getting replaced because with the turbo you have to kind of change where you have your vacuum lines ran to and stuff, so I'll have to have some plugs on the manifold and things like that. That said, for the most part, we are looking good. I have pretty much everything coming. I still need to get the Mega Squirt and all that, and I still need to get the intercooler and the tubing for that. But that's gonna come after everything else is done. I got all of the exhaust stuff, so we're gonna take a look at that here in just a second. I'm running 3.5 inch basically from the turbo back, out the back, and then I have a couple of sections that I'll weld the clamp onto that you can just unclamp and then drop it. Primarily right at the bottom of the downpipe, I'll have a clamp there. I can't remember what it's called right now. I'll probably put it on screen, but I'm going on and on here. I'm gonna show you guys all this stuff here coming up in a second. I also took some time to clean up the chassis and clean up the engine bay and stuff. I sprayed it all out. And then you can see over here, I've actually got the engine harness sitting up over here because I wanted to pull it out and kind of take a look at it, figure out what's going on. And then actually before I'm done with the engine and it goes back in, I want to connect it up to the engine and then basically engine and harness everything into the car and then harness, boom, into the Mega Squirt and into the original engine computer. So that's everything I've done so far, and like I said, I pretty much have everything on the way. I almost have enough money that I can get the Mega Squirt and the intercooler and stuff, and then I'll be able to finish the build. Whew, I still have to get a couple of things like, you know, the oil line that's gonna run down to the oil pan where I haven't drilled a hole yet, and how I was saying I was gonna not replace the oil pan gasket for forever. Forever is coming up soon because I have to pull it off, I think, so I can drill this hole for the turbo. I love forgetting stuff. You know, there's a couple of different things like the ventilation system for the crankcase. You know, just miscellaneous things here and there, maybe 100 bucks, 200 bucks, whatever in parts. But the largest pieces, which is the turbo, the exhaust, you know, parts for the engine peripherals, all that kind of stuff, it's all taken care of with the exception of the Mega Squirt and intercooler setup that's coming. And yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look around at everything and see the progress of the build. So no change to the engine. I haven't done anything to it really, except for look at it. Over here, I pressure washed pretty much everything. You can see we got the plastic part of the intake manifold. Here's the bottom part of the intake manifold, and then all these pieces I've gone through and cleaned. You can see the intake manifold just looks beautiful now that I cleaned it. Yeah, the aluminum part, it's not black anymore. Looking great. Look at that throttle body, just looks nice. Over here, I've got all the stuff for the exhaust, along with some diff fluid. I've also got some clamps, oil filter, a few other things in here. The muffler I'm gonna be using, the little flexible pipe that goes in the exhaust, a reducer or an increaser to go from the turbo's 3-inch to 3.5, which is what I'm running here. All the 3.5-inch exhaust tube is in here. And I'm still waiting on the pipe to show up so I can not use this tubing here, this 1.5-inch tubing, and then there's also 2.5-inch tubing in there. I'm gonna be using 1.5 and 2.5-inch pipe. So that's on the way, it should be here pretty soon. And then we'll have everything I need to do the exhaust manifold. That's everything here. Let's run outside real quick and take a look at the car. So here's the engine bay. I sprayed all this off. You can see there's a little bit of stuff left on it here. I don't really wanna touch it because my fingers are turned black, just like that, how I said I wasn't gonna touch it. So anyways, yeah, I sprayed all that out, cleaned it all as best as I could. Part of my thinking was I need to spray this out too because I pounded all this out, and I need to spray paint in here to make sure none of that rusts. From the factory, they didn't cover some of these spots here, or when they welded it, it like melted the paint or something like that. And you can see there's some rust spots. There's some rusting right here. Where I did some welding, there's some rusting right there. And I just want to go through here just with some black spray paint or something like that and paint it. But for the most part, it's looking good. I still got to replace these two motor mounts. I think I'm still gonna pull out the steering rack back here, and I'm gonna rebuild it. I pressure washed it. It looks nice, but there's a couple of spots where it might be leaking, especially right here where the input shaft comes in. I think that's leaking. And so just because of that, I think I'm gonna take it apart and rebuild it because I already have the kit for it. Take a look in here over the other side. Taking the engine harness off out of here was pretty easy. There's like 4 cables, and you just disconnect them, and then it just comes out with out of here. So it was just a couple little connections. It wasn't bad. And I think the way I'm gonna do my exhaust, you can see where it has to make its curves. So the downpipe I'll measure out kind of like inside the car kind of, but then the rest of it, how it comes over and then across and then down and then across and then over. I think I'm gonna make a diagram of this here and measure how it goes through. And then I'm just gonna weld up my exhaust using that diagram, and I think it'll be fine. I think that's my best bet, instead of trying to get up underneath the car and then tack it and then drop it all down and then weld it and then put it back up and then tack new stuff and then do all that. I think if I just measure the angles and stuff here, I should be okay. All right, you guys, so I still have parts coming in the mail. I still have a couple of things I need to clean and go over and possibly order some new parts for, but I'm getting close to being done here, and probably in the next week or two, I will have a new episode for the build series come up, which will be putting all the peripherals on the M104. And then after that, I will be tackling the transmission, which is really just gonna be the valve body and just making sure there's nothing crazy going on with the transmission, which I doubt there is. I mean, even though it's been dumb the entire time I've had this transmission, I think it's just valve body related, because once it gets into gear, it doesn't have a problem staying in gear and it doesn't slip or anything like that. That's how I'm projecting the build series is gonna go, maybe a week or two, and I can get that done. And we're getting really close to the build, guys. We're getting really close. I didn't think I was gonna run into money like this so soon, but I am, so wish me luck. Glad to see you guys sticking around. If you guys like this video, smash that like button for me. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to this channel so you can stay tuned to new content. And you guys have a good one. I will see you next time.